My name is Atif Rajput, and this is my immigration story. We moved here in 1986. I came with the seven family members. I lived here. When we first moved here, the process alone is about 2 years. So when you apply to come to the States, there's two different visas you can apply for. You can apply for a visiting or a permanent. We all had to apply for a permanent visa, which is about a 2-year process. Once we all came here, we lived with my uncle for the first 2 years, and the hardest part when we first moved was obviously the language. It's hard to move into a country where you don't know nothing about the language. I didn't know my ABCs at all or anything like that, and that was the most difficult thing I had to go through in my hardship as an immigrant. I went through 7th and 8th grade in middle school here. Um, that's when I pretty much learned most of my language. I had really good teachers that helped me through this process, and it took me about a year, almost 2 years to pick up the language, just the basic part of it. Throughout the years, we all had to get jobs. All 7 of us had to get jobs to help support the family. My brother was the first one to get it, and meanwhile I was going through high school, and I had to get part-time jobs, in and out jobs. One of my first jobs was putting ads in the doors, pizza ads that you run to that people put in complex doors. I did that for quite a while, and throughout the high school, and then actually go to school and do my homework at the same time. One of the biggest challenges besides communication that I faced was the weather. In Pakistan, there was 70 degrees all around. In America, it gets pretty cold in December. I had to walk to school every day, 2 to 3 miles in the snow, and not knowing how to dress for the weather, which was really difficult for me. And I didn't own a winter coat at the time, so whatever we had on was basically a light fall jacket, and walking in the snow back and forth to school was really tough for me. Another hard thing that a lot of immigrants face in this country is basic tasks, just like going to the store buying milk. For somebody that has never been to the state, doesn't know what the process of going to the store is, it can be very stressful, very frustrating, and I remember just going to the store buying milk and bread was probably the most difficult thing I had to do, just because I didn't know what I was going for. I didn't know how to pay for anything. I didn't know what they were telling me. I didn't know where to look for the product or anything like that. And simple things like that are really difficult for an immigrant that has never been to the States. And it was really hard to get a job once I graduated high school, due to I have my immigrant background. People were less likely to hire an immigrant over somebody that was born here and that was from the States. So I worked odd jobs all the way till the age of 30. At the age of 30, I got a job with the Department of Corrections, working as a CO1. I'm currently still working, but I've worked as a CO1 for 6 years. I promoted to a caseworker, which is what I do now. And due to my success, I've been able to buy a condo of my own. I have my own car, a BMW. And I'm still working with the state, and I hope to continue my future with the state and finish up college. One of the biggest hardships I still face till the day is 9/11. Just because people are still closed-minded, and they're not open to the fact that just because someone looks this way, that I'm automatically affiliated with the terrorists or whatever. I get that a lot, and actually when 9/11 did happen, I was at a bar, and actually I was jumped by 4 or 5 guys because they thought I was a terrorist, and I was affiliated with those people. I know it's not fair to assume that, but that was one of the things I had to face growing up. There was also a lot of hardship at work, because people would assume that that I was affiliated due to my background. And there was a lot of guys at work were pretty much, I lost a few friends over this, and it's sad to see, but it's part of life. And until this day, I still, I still get the looks, and get people discriminate due to the fact of my background and the way I look.